Hi, folks, and welcome to a quick video that is designed to just give you some basics of how to navigate our course. It is, as of my recording of this, pretty much completely built. There's just a couple of things that I'm still putting finishing touches on here, but this is our homepage, and this is in the view that you will have. So this video is down here. You obviously can't see it yet because I'm in the middle of recording it. But I just want to go over a few things as it relates to navigation. So I'm going to start over here on this modules page, which is where you are probably going to spend most of your time and the way you're going to navigate our course. So the first module that I have here is just a general module that has all sorts of information about the class. I'm not going to click through all this, but you'll be able to see a copy of the syllabus if you click here. You'll also be able to see that over here on the left. This is one of the pieces I still have to upload. On this page, there will both be a downloadable PDF of the course syllabus right here, and then it will also be typed out. You can also see a course summary that gives you a list of when various things are due here. So if you ever need to track what's due when, you can find that there as well. I also have a module with just some basic information about the MFA program, a lot of stuff that many of you probably already know, but never hurts to have easy access to. So when you are looking for information about how do I go about registering? How do I apply to graduate? What is a flex course? What is going to happen in the thesis project? You can find all that stuff here or on many pages of our program website. So then our course is just broken out into modules, one for every week. And you'll be able to find all those here. I have organized things in the order in which they are due in a given week, so you can kind of see the timestamps for those things. Some discussion boards you'll notice are organized like this, where they have two different deadlines. That's because they have an initial response that's due and then some kind of follow-up to classmates. You can see when that first piece is due and when those replies and how many of them are going to be due as well. Each week also has an overview page. So if you click on this, what you're going to find there is there will be, by the time our class begins, a short video, kind of like this one, but for that very specific week, the basics of what we're doing in a given week, our course objectives, if you need reminders of those, and then a list of all of that week's assignments with their deadlines listed. So you'll be able to find all of that there. If you want to check your grades, you'll be able to find those here over in grades. Pretty straightforward. The other thing I'm just going to point out really quickly is a couple of things. We're going to do a lot of discussing in discussion boards. And I just want to point out a couple of things here. So first of all, you'll see that there's a couple of discussion boards that I've pinned to the top of the page. The first of these is called Questions for the Instructor General. So if you just have questions that you want to ask about navigating our class, or if something's not working quite right and you aren't sure how to make it work right, you can post those here. I check that every day. I would also encourage you to think about when you have a question, check here to see if somebody else has asked it, because they may have done so. And then the other questions discussion board that I've got on here is called Questions, Pedagogy, and Theory. I've tried to cover as much meaningful ground as we can in an 8-week course of this nature without it becoming too overwhelming. But so what I would encourage you at any time, again, to post in here is whatever subjects or questions as you start looking through our class that you maybe aren't seeing that you want answered, you can post them here and I will attend to them over the course of the term. You'll notice when we get into week 1 that I've asked everybody to identify something they want to learn about teaching creative writing in this class. And what I'm going to do is, as you do those journals, I'm going to add those questions here. And I will also talk about them in posts throughout the term in this discussion board, even if I'm going to attend to them and we're going to discuss them elsewhere, just so that you make sure that those questions you want answered do get touched on in the course. So that's the basics of moving through this course. I like to think that it's pretty straightforward. But if, as you're getting your feet set under you, you find yourself with any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out and ask them. Looking forward to working with you this term.